Hey there, you looking kinda cute. Have you considered subscribing? Let's have some fun. Story brought to you by Alineideale. Still a teenager, I let my hair grow without really worrying about it. My mother pointed it out to me and suggested that I go to the hairdresser. She showed me in a magazine a photo of a man with a square cut, but asymmetrical, then fashionable. I pointed out to her that on the short part, there is an earring on the lobe. She answers me, why not? It's modern. She makes an appointment for me at my usual mixed-gender hairdresser and tells me a shop for my ear. I first went to this shop, which was one of the first to have a pistol. I'm offered to sit on a high chair, then I am asked, shiny or golden? I answer shiny, that seemed more chic to me. For a moment, I wonder if I specify that it is for one ear or not, which would probably amount to having both. In fact, I do not like these brilliant solitaires on a young or not man. On the other hand, I have always dreamed of having pretty hoops on each ear. So, here is the point of divergence. I listen to my heart and let it run. They tell me the second pair is half the price. I tell myself that at the point where I am, I answer, very well, I take it. I tie my hair and the saleswoman is busy on my ears, then shows me my 4 new sparkles on my exposed lobes. In fact, my eyes are filled with tears to see come true what was then only in my imagination. I untie my hair, I pay the bill, and proudly walk to the hairdressing salon. Once I arrived, I was told that my usual hairdresser was not available and that a very talented young man was going to replace him. I sit on the armchair and the hairdresser stands behind me and talks to me, looking at my reflection in the mirror.
So what am I doing to you today, my boy?
He manipulates my hair and discovers my 2 new pairs, shining ones, which impossible to wear for a boy at this time, and say to me,
Oh, sorry for my mistake, miss. I see that it is these new earrings with the pistol. You just made you pierce them. I'm tempted myself for one of these.
I nod with a smile. Oh, it would be a shame not to show them. I just have a new haircut that will look great on you. But with your blue eyes, your natural color will be a bit dull, and auburn will look much better. Wait, I'm going to show you, and this time I see a square cut a little above the lobe with a clear neck on reddish hair. Are you okay? I take a dip in the head. Perfect, so we go like this. This will be magnificent. I could see that this hairstyle was ostensibly feminine, but once again I let myself go with delight in this new path. During the cut, he explains to me that my eyebrows should be worked, and that is the reason for his confusion. He also told me that the salon now had a makeup station, and I should take advantage of it. Indeed, after the cut, while the color was taking effect, a young girl came to take care of my bushy eyebrows. Once the brushing is finished, the hairdresser shows me the result with his hand mirror, and indeed, my neck is now both very short and very auburn. Without waiting, he takes me to the makeup station, and the result leaves me speechless. The little boy with long hair has become a pretty modern princess. With such an unexpected result, I am no longer afraid of my return home, of my mother's gaze. My intention, so long repressed, will be as justified as it is maternal. My anguish is then transformed into impatience. My new life had just begun. Already a few weeks have passed since my visit to the hairdresser. My mother, taken aback when I returned, first burst into tears. I asked her if everything was fine. After a moment, she took a deep breath, brushed her tears with the cuff of her sleeve, came closer to me and asked me to turn on myself. She gently stroked my cropped neck, raised my lobes to see the reverse, then gently turned me by the shoulder face to face. She took my chin in the palm of her hands and slowly turned my face from right to left. She lowered her hands and kissed me softly on the cheek, continuing towards my ear, and whispered to me, "You are a very pretty young girl." She stepped back and said aloud to me, "Well, I suspected that it could happen. Therefore, we now have to take care of a lot of things. Our program will be loaded." We took care of changing my wardrobe. Then we went to a perfume store to find my own makeup product. Later, she taught me how to apply them and how to behave and speak according to the codes of my new genre. She now presents me as her daughter with the aplomb that I know her, and we go out regularly, shopping, to the cinema, as the most simple mother and daughter in the world.